Returning to normal after a devastating crash. Millions of road accidents happen every year. So even if you're the best driver in the world, you could potentially be involved in a crash at some point. Not only could you be physically injured, you could also experience psychological problems and feelings of anxiety and unease. It's perfectly normal for it to take time to return to normal after a devastating car crash. How you could be psychologically affected by a devastating crash after a serious crash. You could experience multiple feelings, including shock, anger, guilt, fear, and nervousness. You might also find you can't get the crash out of your head. Most people who are involved in auto accidents experience some or all of those feelings. But that doesn't make it any easier to deal with. When you have strong feelings of nervousness and fear, for example, it can prevent you from living a normal life. Those overwhelming feelings will go away over time. But in the meantime, the way you think and act could be affected. You could have constant irritability, trouble sleeping, and anxiety about driving or riding in vehicles, for instance. But over time, you can recover, and even get to the stage where you enjoy buying a new car. Such as the 2022 Nissan Armada. Surround yourself with a support network and talk things through. The first step on the road to getting back to normal is to surround yourself with empathic loved ones who can support you. Talk about the accident itself and also talk about your general thoughts, feelings, and worries. Often, the simple act of getting stuff out in the open does wonders for helping minds to heal. You may also wish to get help from a counselor, therapist, or spiritual advisor. Speak to your doctor about your options. It could help to join a support group. 2. Speaking to other people in similar situations can often help people to recover. Stick to your treatment plan and stay active if you're injured in the crash. It's obviously just as important to look after your physical health as much as your mental health. Make sure that you follow your doctor's treatment plan. The sooner your body heals, the easier it will be to address your psychological issues, as you won't be focusing on pain and discomfort. As long as your doctor advises it. Stay active after the accident. By exercising, you will release endorphins, which will help you to feel happier. Staying active also means you won't be sitting around dwelling on your problems. Consider filing a personal injury claim if you weren't responsible for the crash. You may feel angry regarding the driver who caused the accident. Therefore, you may want to consider filing a personal injury claim to bring the responsible party to account. A feeling of justice being served could help you to move on mentally. Also, by filing a personal injury claim, you could receive compensation for your medical bills, loss of income, and pain and suffering. Learn more at autojusticeattorney.com. Get back to your normal activities and daily routines once you're physically fit enough. Try to get back to your normal activities and daily routines. You may feel anxious about returning to some activities. But once you take the plunge, things will feel much easier, and it shouldn't take long for you to get back to normal. Even if you're scared or uncomfortable at first, returning to your normal activities and daily routines is all part of the healing process. Once you're back into the normal swing of things, you can return to what may be the most challenging task of all, returning to driving. But with time, you can feel perfectly comfortable driving again. Reposted from sourceautomotiveaddicts.com.